Welcome to the Land Your Bet Sports Betting Show. Quick look here at Game 2 for the Nuggets and the Lakers. Got a few best bets in this one. Turned them into a same-game parlay as well for plus 550, so make sure you check that out. Also got two videos up, one each for the other two games on Monday night here. Game 2s as we continue on here in the playoffs. So check those out. Subscribe to the page if you would. Check out the Discord link as well in the description. Getting a lot of good bets from everybody in the community these days. So really looking forward to keeping that conversation going with you guys. Jump in there if you want to get ahead of it. Put these plays in there early as well so you can make sure to get them at the exact odds that I'm giving you here in this video. But let's get right into Lakers Nuggets Game 2. Quick reminder as well as we jump into these injury reports that we do live stream every single day, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on the weekdays, 2:30 p.m. Eastern on weekends. But here we're coming today on Monday as well with another live stream, 5:30 p.m. You guys jump in the comments with the bets you want to take a look at. We go through those together, put a final card up, and make some money. So continue to follow along doing that. But let's look at this injury report for the Lakers. Not much to talk about that's different than it was last game. As you can see, Cam Reddish still going to be out. Jared Vanderbilt out for the season at this point. But Cam might make it back for the series. Not totally likely. Might help them with the three-point shooting, which has been a struggle for them. We'll talk about that here in just 1 second. Nuggets, same concept here. Everybody healthy for the Nuggets, which has been part of the secret to their success during the playoffs last year and this year as well, with everybody healthy. So let's dive into a couple things for game one, from game one, with those stats that we saw. And really, look, all of this is going to tell you that the Nuggets dominated down low and that basically D'Lo couldn't shoot. Let's be completely honest. He was 6 for 20 in the game there, crushed that field goal percentage and that 3-point percentage for this Lakers team that was at 27.5% from deep. And he was 1 for 9, 0 for 9 in that sense. So not really good if your best 3-point shooter and most consistent dude taking those shots is not hitting any of them. That's a huge reason right there. I mean, you can see that they got 7 more. That's 21 points off of threes that this Nuggets team outscored them with. I will say the points in the paint still favor the Nuggets, but the shot attempts alone, there's 102 shot attempts for the Nuggets, 79 shot attempts, as you can see that field goal percentage there for the Lakers. And that's really because, one, the Lakers got to the free throw line a lot more, 19 free throw attempts compared to the 6 that you saw for Denver. So, you know, that's fair. The free throws took away from the field goal attempts for this Lakers team. Also, the turnovers, only 12 for the Lakers, not too bad, about average for the season, but the Nuggets only had 4, which really helped them get a few more shots up as the Lakers were turning the ball over 3 times as often as this Nuggets squad was. Then you've got the second chance points as well. The Nuggets go in there 18 second chance points versus 8 for this Lakers team, which is indicative by that rebound percentage where the Nuggets owned the boards as well in this game, getting the majority of the rebounds there. But also that increased their shot attempts, right? They've got 18 points off of second chance points. They had 15 offensive rebounds compared to 4 offensive rebounds for this Lakers squad. So just dominating the offensive glass helped them get more points in the paint, helped them get more shots up, right? Everything there, just much more fluid and efficient offense and effective for this Nuggets squad. So let's see how that might impact these player prop bets that I've got. Half a unit on MPJ to kick it off here, over 7.5 boards. Paying a little bit of a premium as this has been at 6.5 and as low at 5.5 of a line for his rebounds on the season and even against this Nuggets team. But he likes rebounding against this Nuggets team. And there's a couple more things that are going to help us get this bet in this game as well. Plus 104 also on FanDuel. So we get that plus money for him to get these 8 rebounds, which really gives us the edge that we need to place the bet here, right? Now, he's matched up with Rui in this series. That's going to probably be what we see moving forward. We saw a lot of, he mostly will be matched up with Rui. I should also mention it's between Rui and LeBron James. But either way, those are two dudes that are playing a lot more power forward, a lot closer to the basket as well. And so you can expect Michael Porter Jr. to have a little bit more opportunity to get those rebounds when he's being guarded by those guys. And he's guarding Rui, right? That's the key here. So when he's guarding Rui on the defensive end, now he's closer to the basket because that's where Rui's really playing, is a lot more of that foul line area and in as the power forward. He's still giving room to Anthony Davis, but he's playing a lot lower to the floor, closer to the basket than other guys on this on the Lakers, for instance. Like when he would be guarding like an Austin Reeves, that was a lot different of a matchup for him. So he's got 14 rebound chances over a game in the 3 regular season games he played against this team. But his rebound chance percentage is so high. So he had 11 rebound chances in the last game, in game 1, pulled down 8 of them, which is what we need for him to do again. And he's pulled down at least 8 in 8 of 10 versus the Lakers going back to last season during the regular season and the playoffs. That's good for 9.1 boards per game. So it's something that he's been doing very, very consistently in this matchup specifically. Now, on the season, this is not quite as good of a bet if he's playing different teams, but this particular team is one that he has been a very good rebounder against, and that 14 rebound chances on average over the 3 in the regular season, really what I'm honing in on, because he has not needed more than like 11 or 12 rebound chances to pull down 9 or 10, right? He's getting a very high percentage of that. Everybody's so worried about Nikola Jokic that leaves MPJ a little bit more free to come in and grab those boards. Hope you like to drink your juice here if you want to take this Austin Reeves bet with me. What I mean by that is minus 148 is the odds for Austin Reeves to hit 2 3-pointers in this game. Got half a unit on that. Like I said, I'm parlaying a lot of these things here together into one bet to get a little bit more juice with another little bet. So that's why I only have the half a unit on Austin Reeves. But I love this is just such as close to a lock as you're going to get with a guy who's shooting 6 3-point attempts and needs to hit 2, and is definitely a 33% 3-point shooter at worst, right? He's averaging 39 minutes per game in the playoffs versus Denver, which dates back to last year where they got swept. So that's now 5 straight playoff games where he's averaging about 40 minutes against this team. He's become very important to this offense, especially against the Nuggets. The 6 threes that he's averaging in those last 11, dating back to last regular season, this regular season, and the playoffs against Denver, right? 51% that he's making of those 6 threes. So about 3 threes a game against this team. And they still have this prop at 1.5. If you want to ladder it to get it to 3 threes for him in this one, totally understand that. You get much better juice, about 125 on your money. Happy to take that with you guys as well. But 9 of 11 versus Denver, that he's now gone over this number, only making 1 3 in 2 of those different games. So still feel good about this. And normally when he's in this position of taking at least 6 threes, which by the way, averaging about 5.3 3-point attempts on the season for Reeves, but against this team, it gets up over 6, right? And in the 25 games where he shot at least 6 threes, he made 2 in 20 of them, right? That's a very good percentage. They're up about 85% of the games that he's shooting this many threes, that he's making at least 2 of them, right? And with D'Lo shooting the way he's shooting, might mean a few more increased 3-pointers available for Austin Reeves here in game 2 against the Nuggets here. I'm just going to keep hitting this all playoffs, by the way. This next bet is an under 3s for a different Laker, for Anthony Davis to not make a single 3, half a unit on minus 122. And the fact that we're getting minus 122 for him to not hit a 3, I just got to keep going to it right now. He took 4 threes in this game 1 recently, which is probably a big part of why you see this now at minus 122, which is way better juice for him to go under 1 3 than it's been. At times we've seen that at as low as like minus 150, minus 160 for him to hit 1 3-pointer. Now we have it at minus 122, so I got to take advantage without fear of those 4 3-point attempts that he took in the first game, which by the way, he missed all 4 of them as well. He's averaging 1.3 threes attempts versus Denver in the last 11. So dating back to the last regular season all the way to now, that's been 11 games, 1.33 attempts. In 5 of those 11 games, he didn't even attempt a 3. Easy money right there for him to not hit a 3 because he didn't even take one, right? Love that. On the season, he's under an 8 of 11 versus this Nuggets team as well, which is awesome. 74% of the games, I'm sorry, during the regular season in general, 74% of the games he went under an 8 of the 11 against this Nuggets team overall. So 2 different stats there. Under an 8 of his last 11 versus the Nuggets, under in 74% of the games he played in the regular season. Not even attempting a 3 in a good handful, a couple dozen of those games as well. So I love the fact that there's oftentimes he's not even taking a 3. Not much reason for him to be out there in this one, as they probably do want him to be going at Joker a little bit more when he can get down low and have Joker on him. And when he doesn't have Joker on him, it's still going to be a pretty big mismatch for him now with the height advantage that he's going to have over everybody else. So we're still going to take him to go under half a 3. And I will say I parlayed all 3 of these things into an SGP for plus 550. If you want to take that. Now, if you want to dumb down the Michael Porter Jr. 3 rebound prop and get that at a little bit less, right? I'll pull it back up and just say you take this on DraftKings, you can get 5+ rebounds for him, or on a couple other books, you might be able to get 6+ rebounds instead of having to take him to get 8. And I would do that as well if you want to put that in there. And if you do that instead of the 7.5 rebounds for him, that parlay goes down to about plus 270. So you can double it by just getting him up to get 8 rebounds, or you can play it a little bit safer at the 5+, which I think is both are viable, and I'll probably end up doing both. I've still got this one at the plus over 7.5 rebounds for MPJ, which gets me that plus 550 on DraftKings. Hit that already, but I can understand wanting to trim that down to the 5 rebounds for him as well. And that is all the time that I have for you guys. Reminder to jump into that live stream today, 5:30 p.m. Probably going to be coming out shortly after you see this video. So I'll see you guys in there. Get in that Discord as well. Everything that I use is in the description of the video. Link to the Discord, link to all the tools that I'm using online and that kind of thing. So make sure you check those out. Jump in that live stream to learn a little bit more today at 5:30 p.m. Until I see you next, happy betting.